Hey everyone, it's Tristan back with another video, and in this video I'm taking a look at and reviewing the T-Fal FV-4995 clothes iron. And this is certainly one of the best irons that I've ever owned and tried. My prior iron made ironing really a chore because it didn't work very well, and it was just sort of a pain to use, whereas this one sort of makes ironing fun because it does tend to work well. And one of the main reasons for that is the amount of steam and heat that it produces. It produces quite a good amount of steam and heat, which is really what you need for ironing and makes the process a lot easier, and it just makes it go a lot faster as well. It has a 12-foot cord, which is really handy. A lot of times, the cord is too short on most other irons. Also, it has this kind of a swivel base on the cord so that it doesn't really get in the way, when you're ironing. But then yet when you put it down, it's kind of not getting tangled. And the base is also quite nice. It also has a nice safety feature that it has an auto turn off. So if you just leave it on like this, sitting, after 8 minutes it'll turn off. And if you leave it like this, on for 30 seconds, it'll turn off as well to prevent burning and stuff like that. So it's quite safe. It's got the steam blast feature as well as a water spray feature. The other thing is it glides really well too. It's quite easy to roll it over your clothes. As you can see here, it has a whole lot of holes for all the steam and stuff to come out. It's also fairly light, so it's not real heavy and hard to use. But at the same time, if you need to, you can press down obviously on your clothes when you're ironing. So this one has 1,725 watts, which is a pretty high wattage rating for an iron, and that's really what you want, because the higher the wattage, the better an iron will work, and the faster it will work when you're ironing your clothes. So this is the box that it comes in, and as you can see here, they're sort of billing themselves as being the #1 fastest iron, best glideability, Ultraglide, ceramic enamel technology. As you can see, the 1725 watts, 12 feet cord. This is all the stuff that I've pretty much covered already. The other thing is that this takes regular water, so don't put filtered or distilled water in this. It actually just takes regular tap water. And if you use it correctly by using regular tap water and actually emptying the water every time after you're done, I think you should have no problems with this iron. So let me go ahead and get this filled up with some water, and I'll go ahead and do some ironing on camera here, just so you can get a sense of how well it performs. Okay, so I've got the iron plugged in right now, and another thing I forgot to mention is this iron heats up very fast. I think it's like 30 seconds to heat it up, and so it definitely has a pretty fast heat up time. It also has an anti-scaling feature in terms of when you put tap water in, so it's made for tap water. And there is a method in the instructions for periodically how you can descale it, maybe like once a year or something like that. So right here is where you can control how much steam it's outputting all the time. On the very left is the maximum, and on the right is the minimum steam. As I mentioned, you also have these on-demand buttons too, so if you want to use this sort of like a steamer in vertical mode, you can by just pressing this. And steam gets kind of shot out here. Let me show that to you again. Hopefully you can see it in this video. So you can see the steam gets shot out. Also, if you want a blast of steam as you're ironing, you can simply press that like that, and a whole bunch of steam comes out. So I'll just go ahead and start ironing here, and you can kind of get a sense, even without using the steam blaster button, with it on maximum, there's quite a bit of steam coming out here, and it's doing a pretty good job of ironing this shirt. I actually might turn this down to the one notch down on the steam, because I don't need quite that much steam. Let me see if I can do half of this shirt back, and I can show you this sort of before and after. Alright, so you kind of get the idea. So this has been my look at the T-Fal FV-4995 iron. This is certainly one of the best irons that I've tried, and I think it's definitely worth the money. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.